caramel corn because caramel corn's life. Well, Joe makes a really good buttery kind. Here's a big thing, you guys. We made it this caramel corn with margarine because obviously margarine's cheaper than butter. You can get like 4 bars or 4 sticks of margarine for like $1.50. 4 sticks of butter are
For something.
$4, $4.29 or whatever. This tastes very good. It works with margarine. It tastes so good with butter. So you use what you want, but no. Hey Liz, I feel like I haven't talked to you in all day.
Okay, I'm gonna go sit down.
Anyways, hola. Anyways, Joe's so mean, dude. I don't even know why I put up with him. So you decide what you want to use. We have made it with butter, and we have made it with margarine. But honestly, when you use butter with this recipe of caramel corn, you can taste the difference. Hey, Southern girl. So use what you want. If you want to not be able to stop eating it, use butter. If you're like, I really shouldn't eat anymore, and you put it away, then margarine, you'll be more than happy to. But we're using butter, and it's phenomenal. Because Joe was like, when we were in Michigan, he was like, hey babe, pick out something you want me to make you, or whatever. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, pick anything you feel like eating. Hey queen, are you grateful? And I was like, well, I feel like eating. Is that raising grandma? Hey, you're new. It's nice to have you. So I said, I feel like eating caramel corn. And he goes, all right, I'll make you some caramel corn. So he made it from scratch, and he enjoys doing that. He like, pick out whatever you want. I'm like, okay. He likes me to be like this. That's so good. And it was really good. So Joe and my nephew are going to be doing it. Me and Marissa are hanging out. She's talking to her friend on the phone. I'm going to be reading comments. Everybody, everywhere.
All right, what's up?
Come on, y'all are in.
All right, we're in.
You guys, these are the cups that I steal from McDonald's. Well, I don't steal them. I just don't dump them when it's time to go. And I bring them home, and I just fill it up with my sweet tea. And it makes me feel... Joseph, get over here.
What?
It makes me feel like I went to McDonald's today. Commander, look, we have a new person, Commander.
What's that?
We have a new person. Oh my God, I know, that's so cool. Okay, out of here. Joe's gonna get mad. We know that Joe don't mess around.
Whatever.
Stop embarrassing Joe.
All right.
Joe keeps getting up, and then he sits down. And then he's up. Look at, we match. What? Who's he?
First bite.
I mean, who's she?
That's right.
What? Joe, you're too much.
Always wanted to do that.
Joe,
Right.
go.
Okay, hold on. Where are we going?
I said Joe. He said to go. Chase is his sous chef, y'all.
All right. Margarine or butter. With margarine, it's soupier and it soaks your popcorn. All right. You can get away with it if you have someone helping you and you pour it over your popcorn, and it's very, very quick. But usually that's not the case. So with margarine, it's more liquidy, and it soaks into the popcorn and shrinks the popcorn up. You don't want to use margarine. You should always use butter.
I gave you guys a standpoint from when I receive it. It tastes different.
Yeah.
He actually cooks it, so he actually sees the difference in it.
We waste a lot of popcorn because it gets small and dense.
Trying to cover. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you know what? You're right.
I couldn't eat it. It got too hard, basically, because
yeah.
it soaked into the popcorn and got hard.
Yeah.
It's like the outside, you know.
I don't catch that part of it. I'm just eating it at the end. He's the one that's like, yeah, you know, I made a big batch of popcorn, and this is pretty much what I got from it. So go ahead.
All right, back at it.
Everything's a conversation.
All right. When I'm just to start out, make the popcorn in like a 9-inch, like a 9-inch deep pan, like a pot.
Hey, Felreen, it's great to have you. KCG, welcome. Thank you for your blessing yesterday. Commander, Marissa, how my girls are in here, you guys. Damn you.
All right. Oil, regular corn oil, and this stuff. What is it called? Movie theater butter.
It's called Moot?
half and half.
How do you know what mood is? How do you know what mood
Half
is?
and half. You cover the bottom with oil, about not quite an eighth of an inch thick, enough to about cover half of a kernel of popcorn. About halfway up a kernel of popcorn. Put one kernel in, let it get hot until it pops. Then you pour the rest, and you cover the bottom of this, the complete bottom, with one layer of popcorn, and it'll come up to the top, and you'll have just enough popcorn to fill this. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. So we got our popcorn, and we got it in two little vessels here, just so it's easier to mix up, because if I put it all in one thing, it's hard. We don't have a big, huge vat of
Let me turn
of a
off my
bowl.
Bluetooth. Sorry.
Oh. Aye.
Aye.
So, anyways, hopefully you can hear me better now. I just put them in two different ones right now, just so I can mix up the stuff when I pour the caramel on these. And then once we're done pouring it on and mixing it up, we're going to transfer it to, it's got popcorn on it. We're going to lightly greased pan, and we're going to put it on there in one layer, and then we put it in the oven at about 250. And then you just want to warm it up. It takes about 40 minutes to do. You got to keep taking it out every 15 minutes or so, and then flip it around, get the gooiness from the bottom, put it on the top, and then put it back in and let it heat up at 250, and then that'll harden the caramel. If you don't do that, it's going to be chewy and sticky. All right? So, what we're going to do, we're going to have Chase here, my nephew. He is going to start this ball a rolling. And what we got to do is we got to turn this on. So go ahead and turn that on to light, and then spark it turn the spark thing to the right, the other way. Yep. Let it click. Boom. All right. Now what you're gonna do is we're gonna take. Here's our ingredients. We've got 1 cup of brown sugar, half a cup of corn syrup, but we don't have corn syrup, so I'm substituting the fake pancake syrup, and that's it's got corn syrup. That's mostly corn syrup. So I've done it lots of times, and it works just fine.
To everybody, we use syrup instead of corn syrup.
Yeah.
Nobody needed to know that, fool.
Oh, that's a good tip. If you don't have corn syrup, you've got pancake syrup, and then half a teaspoon of salt.
Sorry guys, I thought I hired a chef to make me
And
some.
then 1 stick of butter. So 4 ingredients go in. You boil it and you keep stirring. We'll show you that. And then once it boils, we'll talk about it after that. So go ahead and let's put your butter in, and then just put everything that you see here in. So he's putting the butter in, and then he's gonna put the butter in. All right. Then put the salt, and turn that down a little bit. It's gonna get too hot. All right, go ahead and put your salt in. Then put your corn syrup in, and then your brown sugar.
Why are you spinning in circles like you lost?
Oh, you need a.
Did you see him? He spun around.
Take this and scoop it out of there. Use all of it. So, put this corn syrup in, then we're going to put the brown sugar in, then we're going to turn the heat back up a little bit until it boils, but we're going to keep stirring until it boils. And then once it does boil,
Hey, Bootsy.
nice rolling boil. Then once it does boil, then we turn it down a little bit and let it simmer and sit there and cook for 5 minutes. And we're going to set a timer for that. And then that should be it. And then once you're done, you take it off the heat and you put I think it's a teaspoon of vanilla and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. But that goes in after it's all done boiling and doing what it's going to do in here. So we're going to take, what's a good stirring thing? We'll use this for now. So go ahead and stir that up in there. Get it all mixed up together so it's nice and consistent. And And then you're just gonna kind of, then we'll turn up the heat a little bit. About medium high, somewhere in there, so it starts to boil. And just kind of, you can let that butter melt a little bit, and then once that butter melts, and you just kind of occasionally stir it. Once it's all melted, then we'll just kind of stir it constantly until it starts foaming up. When it boils, it starts foaming like a rolling boil and boils in on itself. Okay, that's when you know when it's boiling. And then we'll turn the heat down after that, and then we'll just let it simmer and kind of do its own little soft rolling boil.
Body slid off of it.
And then we'll start the timer for 5 minutes.
His arm like this, and I stepped on it.
Just
slid off of it.
keep stirring.
Legit.
Then every once in a while, take it off the edges and stuff. You know what I mean? So you're not wasting anything. You know, then you can stir it again. But just keep stirring.
Did you tell him about letting your?
I got it down to medium because I don't ever want to burn it. So it will come to a boil at about medium, I would imagine. What's that?
Did you tell him about how long, or how much popcorn this will cover? How much popcorn you cook?
They asked for about like 4 quarts for this, about 4 quarts of popped popcorn. But like I said, I just do the 9-inch pot that you get. All right, I just do that, and that's usually enough. We don't get full coverage when we make it. It's not like doused and completely covered in caramel, just because of the homemade way of doing it. So, but it's really good. But yeah, that should be enough. Like I said, I think it's a 9-inch, 8 or 9-inch pot, and then you just enough oil to cover the bottom, so it covers the kernel about halfway up. And it seems like a lot of oil, but it'll be dry when you get done popping it. And then cover the bottom with popcorn, cover it up, and then I always let air in away from you with the top.
Lower this down a little bit because you can only see the top part of your.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Because they're watching him.
Yeah,
It's starting to boil. It's starting, but it's not quite there.
Sous Chef Chase.
Yeah, Sous Chef Chase is stirring the pot. But so, anyways, let me put you back up here for me. Anyways, that will get you enough popcorn for that. Probably a little more than enough, but it's sufficient to make what we're making there for that recipe. That's enough popcorn. But when you're popping it, open it up a little bit once it starts popping, just to let the moisture out a little bit. And then when it gets about halfway done, you can actually take the top right off and let it pop and have all the air in there, because it won't pop out anymore. It'll just pop underneath the other popcorn. And then there you go. Let me see, is it boiling? It's boiling. So we're boiling. All right, now turn the gas down a little bit. Down.
Oh.
There you go. Not too much. About right there. And then we're going to set the timer. So now that we've taken
Do
it
you
down,
do
it's
this
still
every time?
it's still boiling.
Every time you set a timer?
Yes. So we got 5 minutes.
Stop stirring.
From the time it
Stop
boils?
stirring. Yep.
Jay?
Yes. When it boils, you set the timer, and then you just let it sit and do its thing. So timer's going. Woo woo. And then that's what it looks like while it's doing its thing. It's just kind of a little rolling boil. We got it down to like just almost a medium low, and it's doing its thing. You got to keep that kind of a soft rolling boil. But don't have to touch it anymore. You've stirred it constantly until it boiled, and now you just let it sit 5 minutes exactly, and then you take it off. We're going to take it off the heat, add the vanilla and the baking soda, and it'll kind of go. And then you just pour it over your stuff and mix up your popcorn, and then we're going to pop it in the oven. That's all you do. So I just watch this to make sure it's not like getting too much of a rolling boil, and I'll just watch the heat a little bit, just to keep it at at a steady level of the bubbling.
So the popcorn, can it be a day old? Should it be the same day?
Should be fresh. You should have fresh popcorn because it'll I mean, if you eat stale popcorn, a day old popcorn, it's okay. It's, you know, but you don't have any butter on it or anything like that. But when I make it, this adds buttery flavor to it, so you have a buttery flavor, but it's dry. You know, it's just popcorn because you use it as the oil to pop it with.
And we have a video
So
on
I do
how
half
to
and
make
half.
that.
Yeah, we did a video on making regular popcorn. But you'll have that buttery taste in the popcorn, and then you have the buttery, caramel.
Liz, you're gonna get knocked out with your 20
But
minutes.
I'd even put a little of this Flavacol with the oil just to give it even more a little
Welcome,
saltiness to add saltiness to the without adding more salt to the caramel. Then you just add salt in the popcorn oil with this Flavacol. It won't burn. And then it makes it a little bit. The popcorn itself is salty, but it's still, like I said, it's dry because it's just regular popcorn with oil, but you just flavored it with Flavacol. But these two, you can just use this completely by itself for your oil. But I go half and half if I don't have like coconut oil or whatever. But even with coconut oil, I'll flavor it with this. But that's where we're at. We're just waiting five minutes right
Your
there.
popcorn.
What's that?
How long does it stay once you have the caramel on it, or how long does it go in cook time? Just kind of give
40 minutes. So you're gonna put it at 250, you kind of real low heat, and then once you mix it all and get your caramel all over the popcorn, then you stick it in the oven. Kind of try to make it on like one layer, and then you basically warm it up at 250, and then it'll harden it.
So
And
if
it takes
you don't
about
have
40
a couple
minutes.
hours, you probably shouldn't try to do it.
No, yeah, you need an hour.
Over there.
You need an hour. To get all this,
But
to
you
get your
also
popcorn
have
made.
different
and then-
batches, so you're gonna have to do.
Yeah. If you don't have a huge pan, flat pan, we have a very small oven, so we have to do it in a couple batches. So it'll take 40 minutes, and then another 40 minutes if we have to do a couple of times. But
But you can start eating
At
your
home.
first batch.
yeah.
And by the time.
Yeah, exactly. You can start eating. But if you're at home, you got a regular oven. You got a big enough flat cookie sheet or whatever. You can pop it in there, and that's about 40 minutes after you do all this stuff. After you make your popcorn, and then make your sauce, which is about 6 minutes of actual, prep time and cook time. It takes a minute to get these ingredients together, and then just dump them in. Just the 4 ingredients go in first, which is corn syrup, half a cup of corn syrup, 1 cup of brown sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and butter. 1 stick of butter. And then it'll make a decent sized batch for you.
And we stored ours in a Ziploc storage bag, and it usually stayed for about 3 days. I mean, maybe longer, but we had it
yeah.
killed within 2 days, I would
Yeah,
say. right, babe?
it'll keep, just like any other
Okay.
popcorn, it'll keep like any other popcorn,
'Cause it's got a hard
it'll
coating
stay
on
at,
it now.
3 or 4 or 5 days,
Yeah,
depending on if you keep it in a bag,
yeah.
So you just want to keep it in a bag.
Zip
Tighten
it
it up.
lock, especially in the summertime. But the reason you want to keep it in a bag in the summer, you guys, is because it is very humid and muggy.
Yeah.
So you're doing all this work. If one time
keep it
you
in a
leave
cool,
your
dry place.
if one time you leave your bag unzipped just a little bit,
5 minutes, done.
it will be
Take it off the
sticky
heat.
and tacky, and all this work for nothing.
Take it off the heat, and then we set that. All right, we took it off the heat. We're gonna add. Go ahead. This is yours. Add that, and then we're gonna stir. Just gonna add that. We're gonna stir, and then you're gonna add that half a teaspoon of baking soda. Now this will watch. We'll bring it over here and add it right here. See what it is? Oop. Once it does that, it starts turning colors and getting foamy. Goes from clear brown to foam, just like that. And it puffs up. Gets larger in volume. It's getting larger and larger right now.
Oh,
So now we're
great.
just gonna.
It is very hard to put away.
Now we're going to pour it over our popcorn.
Yeah,
Bring
take
our
it.
popcorn over if you
Go
could.
ahead, baby.
Right here.
I'm gonna hand him that one,
And
too.
then,
And hand him that cookie sheet.
all right.
Have everything for him because he moves quick.
Yeah.
And get a spoon so he can help you, babe, mix it around
Yeah.
or whatever he needs to do. This is a very quick process right here, Chasey.
All right. Not that
Can
good.
I help?
All right. Now we're just gonna pour it. Right there.
There you go.
We're just gonna pour this over our popcorn.
Wait, I
All
want to see
right.
it.
Look at your phone. You're gonna, once you pour it over there, he's probably gonna put that on this.
That actually looks good.
And then you're gonna put the
All
spoons.
right. And start mixing that up.
Mix it.
for
You're,
us.
you wanna get all that wetness or all that liquid around on all of it. Like, no, lift up in the air, Chasey, like fold it up.
Like
in that.
fold it.
Oh.
This is folding. Yeah. Fold it and then fold it out
He's acting like
itself.
he's acting
do
like
this
he's
one.
making Kool-Aid.
Can I go from this side?
And then we
Like
just
that.
kind of
Go.
Let me move you a little
stir it
closer
up
so you
and
can
over
see.
itself. And then we're gonna, I guess, some more. Just don't get it on your fingers because it's still boiling hot.
Yes, it's basically candy, guys. So make sure your kids aren't in the kitchen where you're not able to focus because it's happened to my mom and she had it right on her thumb and it hardens right on you. It hardens onto your skin.
And over.
Cut, Mama,
We're
please.
stirring. We're stirring.
JC, one of you guys do it. It's okay. I just gotta
I was
move
just
so I
helping
can.
Okay, here, let's put the rest in yours.
You want one of these over there, baby?
Yep. Alright. There you go. That's all yours.
Okay.
Yeah, just fold it in on itself like this. Look at me. Just like that. Just get the caramel and fold it on so all the other popcorns have as much caramel on it as you can possibly get on there. And then we're gonna pop these in the oven on that sheet.
Try to move it so that they can see the camera. It's like there's such a gap between you guys. They see only that.
All right. So, anyways, we're.
Hey, Tara.
I should have had this. But your oven should be preheated.
Okay, Marissa.
250.
Make sure it's all. Look, there's something there. Okay.
Then we're going to transfer this over to this now. Go ahead and put this over here.
Alright.
He's gonna transfer. Yep, transfer it in there and just kind of lay it out there. Don't crush it down or anything. Just lay it out so it's about a, just one layer of popcorn. And now it's just a waiting game and a stirring game. You put it in for 15 minutes at 250, and then just kind of just do a folding thing every once in a while because the caramel will kind of slip down onto the
Good
pan.
job, JC.
Good job.
Almost dropped it.
All right.
You just want to spread it out now. Oh, you did good, baby.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait, so we have to wait 15 minutes?
Commander,
All right.
it is a very hurry process. Well, one because
Now it's not a hurry process. Now
no, because the
kinda done with
candy, the caramel on it starts hardening. So if it gets onto the cookie sheet, it's gonna be hard to get it onto the popcorn. So it's on the bottom shelf.
that. I don't want to do that.
No,
I can do this. I know what I can do.
why don't you?
I know what I can do.
Let's cover different things that you can add to it, like the pecans, the peanuts.
That works.
Mmm.
We're gonna put both of them in there.
Baby, cover things that you can add to it.
We got both of them in there. Like I said, found some room. You can eat this right there. It's just sticky. That's all. It's just very sticky right now. But
He's like, you can eat
that's
this.
good flavor. Good flavor.
What can you add to it, honey?
You can put praline pecans. You can
Or
put
just any kind
peanuts.
of pecans, peanuts.
yeah. Then you would do it right when you're pouring your stuff all over your popcorn. Just sprinkle peanuts or your pralines or your whatever you want in
Pecans,
there.
peanuts. Like it's gonna be like a Jack and what's that called? Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jacks. Yeah. You can make like Cracker Jacks. Little Spanish peanut.
But trust me, I was as shocked when Joe's like, "It's okay if we don't have corn syrup, and I was like, oh, well, what are we gonna use? He's like, well, corn syrup is the same thing that your syrup is. Like,
Yeah, it's not real maple syrup. It's it's the stuff that
I thought
the
it
cheap
was.
stuff.
Bro, you just told everybody we don't buy real maple syrup.
Maple syrup's like $11 for a little thing like this. It's
I
like
have real maple
stupid.
syrup. I don't know what
But I
you're
mean,
talking
it
about.
is good. But that stuff is like 90% corn syrup. So it's just got caramel coloring in it already, and probably a little more sugar in there. So it's no big deal. So I use that. I've used it before, and it comes out.
Commander, do you?
It tastes good, man.
Have you made?
You don't
my
need
mom
corn
used
syrup.
to make popcorn balls. Have you made those before, Commander? I have never.
job, buddy.
Like even now, my mom has made like popcorn balls. It's like a hardening or whatever that stuff is. I personally have this. I've never done this with Joe. He just doesn't want me doing it because my hands are not reliable. That's a good way to put it. So I don't ever do any of this stuff. Oh, do you really? My mom made them, and she got just like that much. You guys,
Drink, babe?
let me push this down. Hello.
You need something to drink?
No, Daddy, I'm good. I got my water right here. Like that much
Oh, is that
of it.
concentrated?
What, Daddy?
Is that concentrated?
Yours is in the freezer.
Okay.
Chase's is in the picture.
All right.
Oh, is that the pureness?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
put it
what
in your.
it is.
You just add water to it, Dad, from the fridge.
This ice is so crazy.
My brother was like 3 years old, and he was walking around my mom, and my mom moved like that while she was pouring the pan of the hot, that chocolate of this stuff, the candy stuff, and it got on my mom's skin. She pulled it off as soon because obviously it's hot and it burned her, and it just ripped her skin right off with it. So, so they ended up. My mom, and that's why she's always been like, be very, very careful. And even since then, Joe's like, hey, I'll do it, don't worry. And hey, guys,
We
make
just
sure you
gave it
guys
to
hit
Chase
the
today.
likes.
We just said, hey, go ahead. Man.
Yeah, like Chase got this.
Chase
I
got it.
know. I felt bad for my mom. She made, my mom, yeah, I saw that. Liz, I knew how that one was. She made 25 for each classroom during Halloween. My brother, the one that passed away, my sister, and then me. She made these balls of caramel of what are they called? Popcorn balls. My mom made them. She said that when she got done, her hands were just red afterwards. But anyways, couple things that we found went in making this recipe. He's made 2 or 3. But we actually found that thank you so much, Tara. We appreciate the blessing. Absolutely appreciate anything and everything that anybody gives us. We're grateful for it.
Super.
But we made one, and we just found that recipe, I don't even know what the difference was. But he's tried 2 or 3 where this one actually tasted better.
Oh, yeah, the
Like the
butter is
flavor
way better.
on it, the butter on it. I don't even know what the difference
the way
was.
it coats the
The coating,
popcorn.
the way it coated it, was just very. He asked me because he goes, I tried a new recipe. What do you think? And I was like, oh my God, yes, this one is it. Do not ever lose this recipe. And I mean,
And it's simple too.
He's
gotta move.
Yeah. Yeah, he's so funny. I mean, it's funny. Because I say it's so funny, and you're like, she just laughs. Is it why is it funny? No, you gotta move.
You gotta move. You gotta move.
I mean, how fast do you gotta move?
Once it boils, you gotta simmer it. You can't
The
let it keep boiling.
recipe,
5
yes.
minutes only.
KCG. Did I already say thank you for your blessing? We were able
got a
to.
bunch on there?
One, we got some of the stuff for the caramel corn tonight. So thank you. KCG blessed us yesterday. We did. I know that Tragic had sent a blessing for my son while he cooked the egg rolls, so we sent that over to him. But we did use some of the one that KCG sent, and we got the stuff to make caramel corn tonight for you guys. And I did get the Walmart paper also. So it's saved on my phone, but it was nice just talking to her. I mean, there's some subs that we've been emailing each other back and forth and texting each other back and forth, and just And it's just nice to have somebody who cares, and it feels nice to have the ability to.
Like a chef.
And you guys are more than welcome. Anybody who has just needs somebody to talk to, would like somebody to talk to, please email me. You are more than welcome. Hey, Jonathan, it's great to have you. Everybody and anybody, whether it be YouTube related or if it's anything in your personal life. I mean, we were leaders at our church for 15 years. I'm not saying we're perfect. I'm just saying that we did a lot of, I wouldn't even say counseling. We just were there for them. Anybody, anything. It felt nice to be able to know that you're helping somebody. So it's a blessing that the Lord has allowed us a platform that enables us to reach out and be an ear for somebody or to help somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Yeah, absolutely. But 11:40.
Oh, I didn't get that yet. I'll have to talk to you about that afterwards, because that's amazing. Chase came in. Wow. Just kidding. But you guys, I will upload the recipe. Actually, I can do it right now. Joe, do you have it on the phone? Yeah, you're so cute.
Go to.
Is it in our recipes?
No.
Is it in the Pinterest?
No.
Cabron, where do you have it?
Just let me do it. Just get out of the way.
Just tell me where it is.
The
Where?
last button over there. That's all I know.
It's there.
So just,
Okay. I'm gonna put it on the I can put it on the comments if you guys wanted to write it. Or I can put it in the
That's all.
like if you do take me to recipe,
Nope. Just
like
scroll
made it
down.
print.
Just scroll down.
I'm gonna show you what. It puts everything in that. In the format.
Huh?
Like that. Directions.
Oh, is that it? Oh, wow.
Because you're telling me I want to
All
print
these
it.
newfangled little devices.
Joe's so silly.
About 7 minutes we're gonna take and just kind of fold it over itself, kind of mix it up lightly. Don't crunch it together.
Do you guys want me to put it in the comments or do you want me to put it in the video description, you guys? I can do either one.
Both.
Chase, you know what? You're not going to get anything now.
Then even if people that don't see it, they'll still see it in the description.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if people don't see it right now, then they aren't going to be able to see the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think, Joe, you know what, Joe? Go to bed now. You guys, I'm putting Joe to bed. Oh, there you go. I'm going to put all the ingredients.
I like the concentrate.
I
like
know you
mine
do.
So dark and
Joe's
so
dark. Joe's dark.
Just.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna try to read the questions. Hey, 37. Let's see.
I'm leaving the ice pick in there.
Are you?
Yeah. Because that stuff.
What if that freezes too?
Once we get the ice in here and you chop it up, then it stays chopped up. But from
I don't know if I can
from
put it
that
in the
thing
comments.
to here, that ice just goes. It just becomes one block of ice. It's just amazing. And if we have a cooled cooler, it's only like down the street. We get a bag of ice and we come back, and it's like
We're not lying,
It's really
you guys.
good ice. It's like you can crunch it right out. You know, you can take a bite of it and you can crunch it right up into little teeny pieces.
He's
It's
not lying.
It's not solid pieces, but it melts like instantly, and then you put it in the freezer, and then the whole bag is just a big block.
Make sure that it's a Ziploc or it's some kind of a Tupperware that it's gonna seal, because it definitely does get it does well, not it's tacky because of the humidity.
Yeah, it'll get tacky, and then the popcorn will get moisture in it, and it'll taste mushy or not.
You'll
mushy,
feel
but,
like you did all this work for absolutely
you
nothing.
keep it fresh and dry inside.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna take one out and fluff it up. Excuse me, baby.
Sorry.
Take the bottom one out and we'll switch them. I can smell the caramel. See, shoot them over here, baby.
Oops.
Shoot them over here.
Hold on, y'all. Here we go.
See, it's the caramel goes to the bottom.
Oops. Hold on, y'all.
You can get I don't think I'm going to do this one again on the bottom because it gets too hot. I don't want it to burn. But it gets very moist. From when you pour it in, it's not as moist as it is right now because of the heat. It takes that caramel to another level. We're going to leave this on top because that one's getting a little too hot. And then we're just going to take this one and then put it on top. And then just stir it up a bit. I got it pretty well covered the first time because I did it in 2 different vessels that covered the popcorn pretty good. So probably don't have to do a lot of this, and it's like on one level. It's not like piled up popcorn, so it'll all get kind of hard. But every 15 minutes, just come out here and just kind of mess with it and just stir it around. If there's any liquid caramel on the bottom, just kind of fold it up on top so it lays on top of the popcorn instead of underneath it. So that goes back in, and then we'll hit that again in 15 minutes. And then this one I am just leaving on the stove for right now. We're just gonna, because it gets too close to the flame, so we don't want it to burn it up and get all bitter. So
Because you can definitely taste it if it gets cooked wrong.
oh yeah, if you cook it at too high of a temperature, it's gonna get bitter, and it's not gonna be good. So I'm gonna.
So what is the temperature and for how long ideally?
250 for 40 minutes, 45 minutes total, and then every 15 minutes you get and fold it. You know, just kind of move it around and then put it back on one layer, put it back in, and then every 15 minutes until it's done. So 45 minutes, about 3 times. But right now it's chewy. It's not. And yeah, there's a little spot in here that was getting overly done. And that's because it was right over the flame. And that does not, and it will not taste good if you go too hot, too fast. It's got to be 250. 250. Nothing more. And then every 15 minutes, just kind of move it around. I'm just taking off the little bit darker area of the stuff. I'm not going to touch that stuff. The rest of it looks good.
If you guys have any questions I'm looking at right now, I'm just trying to do a couple things. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm not present.
Oh, we're good. We're having a time over here.
Just shut up. We're having a moment.
We're having a little moment, which is fine. There we go. That's good. I think we got all the stuff that got a little browner than I wanted to right away because I tried to do something that I shouldn't have done. In this little oven, I tried to make 2 layers, and one layer is like right underneath the flame. I put a pizza stone in there to try to, divert the heat, and it's like, doesn't really quite work that way. So we're just gonna have to do it one batch at a time.
We have just a smaller oven because we're in an RV, guys.
Yeah.
Some people that are new, we have an RV, so we just accommodate the whatever we're cooking to what we have to do, right, babe?
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
If I suggest if you're gonna put peanuts, you don't put raw peanuts because it's not gonna taste good. I would suggest if you're gonna put any of your nuts, make sure they're roasted peanuts, roasted almonds in there. Hi, you want to take with me, or are we just gonna do it by ourselves?
No, stuff is a little too much.
Really?
Too brown.
Because it looks like you're enjoying it without me.
Exactly, not bad.
You're enjoying your tink.
Tink.
You're so dumb.
Tink. Tink 'em. Tink 'em.
Tink. Ooh, you guys stop it. Look at how golden it is. I'm telling you, the flavor of the...
Right now it's still...
I like it like this.
She likes it like
I like it like this. He usually puts a bowl aside
I'm
for
just
me
taking
like
that
this.
stuff out.
I don't like the burnt flavor at all.
That's why I
like
that
it.
out just in case.
I like it very like that. I like my crazy bread very doughy. I like it lightly done.
But you can almost taste the
But I like it where
too much done.
But if you were to do it just like this, look at you guys. It literally is like this. I mean, there's no crunch in it at all.
No.
You do not, Commander. It's like that. I mean, I like it like that because I can suck on it and squeeze all the juices out.
It's good. It's very good.
It's deadly, you guys. You get a bottle of water and that bowl that he makes. We watched like maybe 3 episodes of Dexter. We didn't even realize we ate it all. Oh, babe.
Oh yeah. It goes fast.
He's like, he's always like that. You want me to make dinner, or what do you want me to make lunch, or what do you want?
We have Ziploc baggies of it, and it's just like. Nom, 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 nom.
I'm like, bro, I want some corn dogs. I want some egg rolls. I want wontons. Yeah, make sure you guys put that in the notes, you guys. If you're gonna add your nuts in it, I don't like it with nuts. I don't know, Joe, have you ever had it with nuts?
No, I've never made it with the nuts.
If you have nuts, do not get raw almonds. Do not get raw peanuts. Get roasted nuts because it tastes not done. I guess that's a good way to put it. When you have the nuts, when you have them, just like they taste like boiled peanuts with no flavor, no salted, no roasted or anything. So just make sure the nuts are roasted, or even on a stove, you guys. Buy them if they're raw nuts or whatever, because a lot of times you put raw nuts in your peanut brittle. But if you bring them home, put it in the oven and roast them. Put them on the stove and put a little bit of butter, and you can have your nuts. Your pecans are butter. They're called like butter.
Yeah, but when
pecans.
you put them peanuts in peanut brittle, that shit's 200 and some odd degrees.
So it's
and
cooking them.
It's cooking them basically, or
Yeah.
at least it's doing something to them. This
Yeah.
won't do nothing to them.
Yeah, it's not gonna.
Yeah,
so
that-
it's gonna have a raw nut flavor. Okay, I'm gonna look at anything, and I'll do roll call right now. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I believe it was.
Queen K, Liz, grateful. Does not like nuts. Noted. I mean, I don't like. How do you know I don't? Did I say I don't like nuts? I don't like cooked nuts at all. I don't like cooked nuts in like. I mean, I guess I'll eat it in fudge. I just don't like the banana bread with nuts, or like nuts in my. I like chocolate chip cookies. My mom makes chocolate chip with pecan. I'd rather put them when they come out of the oven, and I'll sprinkle it on top. I just don't like any nuts cooked, and I definitely don't like peanut brittle. I'm sorry.
No. Anybody ever try boiled peanuts?
It's a southern thing. Joe!
It's so bad.
Joseph.
It's so bad. They're just mushy, and they're boiled, and they're mushy, and they put all kinds of
Shut
different
up,
flavors.
Liz. I'm gonna
All
knock
kinds
you
of
out,
different
dude.
flavors in them. They have, Cajun style.
I'm not watching
or-
the movie anymore.
or
That's
sweet
it.
ones, or
There's gonna be no one to hold your hand, Liz. Oh, it's my bad. Yeah, I forgot. It was Queen. My bad. Maybe that movie is so sad. Don't watch it, you guys. Do not watch. What's it called, Liz?
The Whale.
Joe. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Especially if you're a parent, it's sad. We might have to range it because emotional distress. It's awful. It's awful because as a mom, like watching it is a parent. The person's a parent. That's why it's sad for me. And obviously, I probably could relate to some of the stuff. I know, and it was only started. I mean, it was because there's just kids that are so disrespectful to their parents. It's sad.
Oh.
Queen, look what Commander wrote. That's funny. That's what we were just saying. We're bad bitches, not sad bitches. But it's hard. It's hard to watch that movie. It's hard. You want to punch a little girl, but you realize she's only a little girl. But I wanted to punch that little girl. It was sad. It's just sad. I don't even know how to describe it. I know that's a good. We ain't sad bitches, we bad bitches. It was sad. The movie is called what?
Whale.
The Whale. It's a kind of a new movie. Yes, it does trigger violence. Liz, does it trigger violence? It was. It makes me mad just thinking about it. It makes me mad. Like, you just see the parent, his face was so sad when, oh, God. The girl's like looking at her dad like in disgust.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! It's
Kind of like our daughter.
no, our daughter doesn't.
She doesn't look at me in disgust.
No,
No.
it's really
I'm kidding.
yeah. It's definitely one for the tears. It's really. Is it good? I've heard. I've supposedly controversial, but I don't know.
Why is it controversial?
No, they're talking about. She said, "Then don't watch Freedom something."
Oh.
Freedom movie.
Sound of Freedom or something like that?
Freedom movie. And she just said that it's called the Freedom movie.
I think it's the Sound of Freedom. I don't know.
Mel Gibson's trafficking.
Talks about it.
Jonathan, stop. That's awful. Jonathan, did you watch any of it? When I left, you weren't in there. Did you watch any of it? KCG, I think the movie is on Silence of Freedom. While mom's all up in the bushes, she's in the bushes, she speaks up now. Mom. She's like, she comes down from the bushes just to say Silence of Freedom.
Silence of Freedom.
I think the movie The Whale. Queen's King. Hey, I like that. Queen's King. You guys, it was girl time. I know Joe comes in the house too. Joe's like, "Oh, you're watching a movie?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm watching that one, The Whale." And he goes, "Oh, you didn't want to wait for me?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a girls. We're doing a girls' night. Just us girls are watching it." And he's like, "Oh, that's good. All right, then I'm gonna go outside and finish doing this." But I know he was like that too. He got a little sad at first, but then he realized it was just us girls. And then he's like, it's all right."
It's all right.
Oh. So is the movie on Amazon Prime or where did we get it from? I told Jonathan that I needed a name change to one of the king and queen, but I gave him his pet name. Where did you see it at, Joe? The whale.
Amazon Prime. I thought it was on Prime.
Mom, why, Mom? Why you have to be like that? Hold up, guys. We're here again. Joe's gonna just keep tempting us. This is what he does and expects me not to want to eat none. Look at that, so yummy, y'all.
And while it's heated up, until that 45 minutes goes by, it's going to be really sticky and really,
even
moist.
when you take it out, it's kind of sticky.
Yeah, and then when it cools, then it gets hard. But it's got to go that 45 in here at 250.
We tried taking it out, going, that's got to be enough. And when we take it out, it's a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
not as
like if we
crispy.
wait. Yeah, I was just gonna say that if we wait the full 45 minutes, when you bite into it, it's like crunch. You can hear the crunching,
crunch on the outside of it.
like almost like a Cracker Jacks. When you do it 30 minutes, we did it, and it was just I loved it. But Joe's like, no, I mean, I get where he says you can definitely tell the difference. It didn't stay in there the full amount of time. Oh, good night, Mom.
It's almost there already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so
every
excited.
10 minutes, I've got it out, and then you take.
I want to read. Go ahead.
About half hour into it, after you take it out twice, take one or two pieces out, and then just let it cool. and then see if it's crispy on the outside. See if the outside gets crispy. If it does, then take them out. Then you're done. But we're gonna let these go for another 10 minutes or so.
Southern girl,
That'll
I
be
can't
about
even describe how good it
A
is.
little more than a half hour. But the one I just took out and let it cool just a little bit had a little bit of a crispiness to it. It's starting to go. So we're almost there.
Queen.
The first batch. Then the other stuff can just sit on top of the stove and just wait its turn, and then put that in for its half an hour or 45 minutes, whatever it takes. But 250.
We're gonna
Don't
do
go
the
any
tink.
hotter.
We're gonna do the tink with the first batch, guys. Then
Yeah,
you guys don't have to worry about
once
it.
it's real.
Yeah.
Once it becomes real.
Queen, that's the one I was talking about. Like the voice, the only difference is that word. If I hear that, then I know who it is. It's funny though. No, Liz, she said 99% of her scars are cooking related. You know what? The microwave is more dangerous than you think. Do you know how many times I take something out of there? And when I take it out of there, I swear to you, the plate is hotter than a pan that's been on the stove for 4 hours. The plate is hotter than all get out, like third-degree burns on my finger. Or I pull the plastic or whatever, the container off, and I got the steam burn. Let me tell you, you're better off not cooking in the microwave because you're going to hurt yourself. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's it, Queen. That's what I was trying to think of when I was trying to think of the word. That's the word I was trying to think of. So that's why, unless I look and see, who, then I'm like, oh, I heard that, so then I know it is. I wanted to say a couple things. Does it have vanilla in it?
Yes.
I think what it was
1 teaspoon.
one time it went for, we didn't do the full, I get a little impatient, just a little. And I'm like, babe, does it really have to go the full 5 minutes? Come on, blah, blah, blah. And so he takes it off a little bit sooner, and the rest of the recipe is exactly right, but he didn't leave it on the stove, or he didn't put the timer, so we kind of guesstimated at what time it was,
Right, yeah.
and it makes a difference.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I didn't like this recipe, was because it's so specific.
Yeah.
Like if you don't do some part of it, then all of your caramel corn is not gonna be like you could just throw it in your mouth and it just is, or if you throw it on the counter, all you hear is that's how crunchy it is. If you don't do the oven or you don't do the 5 minutes on the timer, you're gonna get, even if you do the 30 minutes or 45, whatever, your caramel corn is still gonna be like this. Because you didn't do 5 minutes. You did 4 minutes. You did 4.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's the only reason I didn't like this recipe, is because it doesn't let us budge at all.
But it works.
But it's so good. But like I said at the beginning, as the receiver of the gifts of the caramel corn, I like it with the actual butter. So don't try to do it with margarine, because I swear to you, y'all are gonna get on my page tomorrow and be like, you're a liar. This thing tastes like garbage. Trust me, because you will. Because it's not as good with margarine. I know y'all healthy people, stay away from this recipe. This is not your recipe, because this recipe needs butter. Cold, hard butter. You guys, if ever I had to describe the importance of this, it would be like how much I hate cinnamon. That's how adamant I am about it's got to be butter and not margarine. Because y'all will not, look,
Don't taste it yet.
you'll get
Don't eat it.
this. You'll get this and go, oh my God. Anyway, that it goes on your tongue. You literally are like squeezing all the juices out because it's so full of flavor. When you use margarine, you'll be like this.
Sticky stuff.
Yeah, it's good, babe.
No.
There's
Let
one
it
right
cool.
there.
Let it cool.
And it's the difference between night and day. I swear. I don't know how else to tell you. Butter is so expensive. It makes you not even worth it. So we didn't buy the 4 sticks one. We bought one with just 2 sticks. so he can use it for this.
It's getting there.
Because,
Not quite.
I mean, yeah, I'd love to pay $1.50, but for $1.50, we ain't gonna have the yummy, yummy caramel corn. And for us to give you guys instructions,
Marcia said it was good.
the whole point is so that you guys are like,
Yeah. It'll get
Um,
crunchy.
like if I say, I mean, I guess I could just say use butter and then we use margarine.
Didn't,
But ideally, I'd like to give you guys the
get in there while
instructions,
she's there.
and then it's what we're using.
With them going.
What did you do? Did you do
Because
it?
I couldn't throw them away. The pieces
Yeah.
that fell on the floor, I just put them in a little pile over
Chase
here.
gave them to her.
No, Chase was eating them.
Poor Chasey. You guys, Chasey, the kids go home tomorrow.
Like they're not like drool on the floor or nothing.
Jeez.
Look at Joe did this
No,
for the
mine
kids.
was.
Here, hold that.
What did I do?
The lights for the kids.
Oh yeah.
So there.
Hey guys,
Oh.
I woke back up. Where's the camera?
Can you see it out there? Oh, it's facing you.
Oh, you did it wrong, Chase.
Oh.
Keep it where it was. He put the lights out there.
We played Uno out there.
Yeah.
The kids were sitting outside with Joe.
Who said that?
You turned it around, Chase.
Somebody probably saw me.
No, Mercy, yours is from the pan.
Oops.
Yours is from that pan.
Guys, who's texting me?
Who's texting?
I was reading the comments. Who is this?
Who's what, baby? Anyways, the kids go home tomorrow, so this was Uncle doing his uncle job,
Gee.
And-
Uncle duty.
uncle duty of making caramel corn for the kids.
You've had enough to eat today.
Oh my gosh, leave my daughter alone.
It's not your daughter.
Oh. Okay, Grateful, this is for you, Grateful.
Because she's like drooling.
You're probably confused why I'm not showing my face.
So, Commander, you will probably, what do you think about being one of our panels?
Hey.
One of our panel guests. We're going to have Marissa. She's probably in here up in the bushes
Marissa?
because I know my girlfriend. She's up in the bushes. She's not gone yet. So she's going to be up there. She's going to be on the panel.
Your nails look good, kid.
Commander's going to be, if Commander says okay. And then Queen.
Did a nice job.
And then,
Yeah.
I know,
They look bad.
I know, girl. I know.
Oriental.
What does that mean?
And then it's going to be like, I know this is what the hour that the trolls come in. Last time we came in and it was tragic when I See What You Can't were the only people in here, and I felt so bad. We had like 14 people, but those are the two mods that were in here, and tragic. And I mean, they're great mods. They were getting rid of them like this. But okay, wait, let me go over the stuff.
She can't even see her.
The popcorn. Joe said that the butter. If you butter your popcorn, if they buy popcorn, microwave popcorn, have you ever done that?
No,
But, hey.
I have not.
So if I think.
I'm sure it'll work. It'll just be, the flavor of, butter goes
But
with
you need 4 quarts of popcorn
Oh, y'all have
for this recipe. I put it in the comment section, but I'm also going to put it in the description section. Make sure that you use, but these are just the key parts. Make sure you use butter. It does 4 quarts.
Watch it.
If you're gonna do nuts, make sure your nuts are roasted before you put them on there into the thing. Oh my word, I don't even know what that goes to. Queen's King.
You're not gonna get trolls.
I know. But anyways, in 2 weeks we're gonna start our point of view. Friday night, ladies' night, our point of view. We'll have probably about 5 questions that are gonna be like the topic for a good about a good 45 minutes to an hour. And then we're gonna have what else? Deals or vacation deals, vacation deals, any deals, like anything you guys, we're gonna have some stuff, but if you guys come in also, that's where we're gonna do it. We're gonna spend about 30 minutes sharing deals or whatever, and then we're gonna spend about an hour doing the 5 questions of people's opinions or whatever, and then we're gonna do probably about 30 minutes to 45 minutes of just any questions in the comments section. You guys have questions about anything. It can be anything. if anybody wants to share recipes, we might start sharing recipes on there. But it's just gonna be like it's literally just things that girls are down for. You know what I mean? You guys, if you want to have a drink while you're doing it, great. If you don't, you don't have to. We're just gonna do like girl talk about things that girls, women stress about, strain about, like what's the best time to weigh yourself in the morning. I've also heard don't do it more than once a week. I also heard do it in the morning, not at the end of the day. So things like that we just want to just help each other out, be supportive to each other. Things that if somebody's looking for a place, a listening ear, a chat, of safe space. I don't care what camp you're from. I don't care who you watch, who your creator is. I just don't want any conversations about it in the chat. That's my only rule for our page, because we don't talk about anything on the drama section. We don't talk about anything on anything. I mean, anything. Just because it's this page is some people's out, some people's getaway, and if we start having one person talk about what their creator is doing or how their creator is being attacked or how their creator isn't whatever, then before you know it, you guys, everybody in the chat are going to be defending who their creator is. And the only thing we talk about on this channel is how Commander's always right and Joe always thinks he's right. That's it. We love having everybody. We love our new addition to our family. Yeah. The panel will do what it wants. You can't control me. I'm a loose cannon. Yeah, I mean, you're quiet, but even Liz. I mean, me and Queen K are probably more alike, and Liz is more like Commander. But it doesn't matter, because on that, when you guys are up on panel, everybody's gonna respect each other. You're gonna say your opinion. I'm not gonna interrupt you. If you have a totally different view, you can. We're not talking politics, guys. We're not going to talk abortion rights, and we're not going to talk politics. We're not going to talk anything that's going to make somebody feel attacked or alienated. We're not going to talk anything that's going to maybe we'll talk about movies that are opening up. We're not going to talk anything that's going to make one person or a certain group feel attacked, bothered, or not comfortable here. Because I don't want anybody to ever leave here feeling like they are, because I've had that before. I've had that where I went into a chat before, and because of the creator that I followed, I got questioned. Why do you? And I'm never going to do that to my chat. I'm never going to ask, Liz, why do you do this? Or why didn't you do this? You guys come here, and I don't care where you were all day long. I don't care who you watched, how long you watched them, who you support, who you send cash apps to. I don't care. I don't care. Like, on our channel, we're talking about how Joe's never right, how he always wants to give Commander a hard time. We're going to talk about how Yvonne's always right, and Joe always wants to give me a hard time. Right, babe?
Yep.
She took mine. That one from the floor.
How's it?
It's on the floor.
Crunchy? No. Crunchy?
It isn't a good feeling, Southern girl. And nobody
Like
should
it's
feel
done.
like that. Nobody should feel like that. And you shouldn't feel like, oh man, if I don't want, I'm gonna get in trouble if they find out I'm over here. I don't care. You guys can go and support. Honestly, I don't even care what's going on with any of the creators. Like, Zav Girl has everybody's hate right now, but she may be your favorite creator. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to ask you why you go there. That's your business. You go there because you want to go there. If you guys go to whoever, you guys can support who you want. I'm not going to. And up until now, we've been here since November. So December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. First 8 months, we've not talked about one creator or not. We haven't talked. And a lot's happened in 8 months. We just don't talk about it here. Just don't. because here people want to learn about how to cook. Here we want to show people how to cook.
Husbands are never right, Paige. It doesn't matter if we are right.
No,
Right.
Paige are never right. You know why? Because they were wrong for even questioning if they were right or not. I am too. I'm so glad we have like just a place that people are. I mean, I've gotten like probably about 5 different emails that have appreciated the safe space, and I like that. I like it a lot. But everybody's welcome. I just want to say that everybody's welcome. Friday nights is our point of view. It's going to be called that. Ladies' night, our point of view. You get it? Our point of view. Okay. I'm the old lady. I think Burke's Bunch is up around my age. So we're going to have a couple of 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, and I think Liz is our 20-year-old. She's so dumb. Mine doesn't go in the doghouse because we have an RV, so I just put him in the underneath our picnic table, right by the bonfire pit. Right, Joe?
Yeah, that's my spot.
That's where Joe goes, to the fire pit.
That's where I circle.
Grateful,
circle
really?
And lay down.
You're in the 50s? I thought you were like late 40s. I didn't know you were like over 50. Wow, you're like me. Bish, I know your age. You're like 21. I know, I was like, when I heard your voice, I was like, oh my God, she's like 20 years old. She sounds like she's a 17-year-old. What are you guys talking about?
His physical. He's afraid of his physical.
All I heard was, I'm gonna have to. So I'm like, why are you guys talking about this with Joe? Okay, can we try it, babe?
Right here. I'm letting it cool right here.
Wait,
Testing
I'm
it.
gonna make you pull that.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not testing it, you guys.
Stop. You're eating it.
I'm not eating it.
It's dried and crispy.
You guys, look at how pretty it looks. Does it have to stay on the cookie sheet? Will it ever get dry if it's on a
Yeah,
hot?
it'll dry out. Just let it finish.
It says to let it cool and then break it off. It says not to break it off until it cools down.
It's still warm.
Like this, you guys. Tink.
I heard the tink.
Okay, guys, wait. One last thing we got to do before we go.
Yeah, no more.
Tell me she's not the preciousest ever. She's so well behaved. That's her little bone right by her.
12.
And this one isn't taking no for an answer.
20. We have to stir it.
It's not 12:20.
10 minutes.
I'm just saying.
She's waiting for
Mine-
somebody to put
it's
something in her.
12:20.
Oh, it's 38.
Yeah, 38.
She wants somebody to oops, sorry guys.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
You know what? He's lucky he got to see my face that close.
Hey, whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
whoa.
whoa, that's this.
Uh,
Whoa.
we can put that in a bowl.
Why, you have a dog, Liz? Does yours behave well or not good?
Oh, that stuff's sticky.
Where's the, ew?
Why?
I was
Yeah,
doing
I
my
was gonna put it in a, whoops, sorry. Whoa. Sorry. I was gonna put it in a bowl.
You can put it in there, baby.
Well, it's got sticky stuff in there. I don't want that in there. I want a dry bowl.
Anybody want a husband? I can drop him off.
Hey, ew.
Where's those?
Let's see.
I'm showing my toes. And then like I'm playing Fortnite. Hey.
You're not supposed.
Wait, you can eat that.
That was on the
Here's
floor.
Karo. It's okay. There's hair.
There's another one.
But I think you're lying to me. You sit on top of it.
Dang, I'm just making a mess.
Why don't you let just me do it? What happened to the teeth? We're just gonna forget about it tonight.
Does anybody have wrenches?
No, just
Move it up. Why do you have a wrench? You don't move away.
where's the cheese too?
I don't think Marcy needs one.
I blame Google.
Aw,
We're just
thank
gonna
you,
get it out of this
Grateful.
hot pan or warm pan.
You had 3 chihuahuas. I chihuahua
Oh,
list.
it's chinchillas.
Oh, chinchilla.
No, it's chihuahuas, but I thought it said chinchillas.
Oh my gosh.
See how it breaks
I
up?
think you're having a work
Nice
reaction.
Slide past each other.
That's right, Joe. You better
No, I
behave
was
or
pulling my
else.
pimple.
Telling you guys, my last nerve. This man run. Otra vez.
Almost did it
chingada.
again.
Jeez.
Woohoo.
Okay. What are
What?
we moving for?
This is not-
We're staring at our
Oh, yeah,
stove.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
I know. I'm like, why are
I gotta
you
clean it up.
moving?
It just got popcorn in it.
You guys, everybody
Or
everywhere,
not popcorn, caramel corn.
tell yourself tomorrow I'm buying brown sugar and I'm buying butter. That's it. Brown sugar and butter, guys. Listen to it.
There you go.
You hear it?
Getting it nice and dry and a little bit of crispy.
It
on the
literally
outside. I left it
sounds-
chewy, a little bit chewy because Bonnie likes it chewy.
Mine, look at Nova's waiting for you to drop a piece.
It literally sounds like that.
And then the longer it cools,
The longer it cools.
it'll get harder.
Come on, kids, we gotta gather
That
around,
was
do a
like
team.
35 minutes.
10 more minutes and it would have been too hard for me.
Yeah, so that's why I check it every 10 minutes now.
And me's important.
Yeah. When you get about 30 minutes in, you want to check it every 10 at that point.
That's
And It'll
right.
still be gooey. It'll still be gooey. You got to take a couple pieces out. After you take it out, you stir it, and then take a couple pieces out after half an hour and let them cool by themselves. Put it back in the oven, and then let the
Fun,
2
why'd
pieces
you
cool,
flip the thing
and then
off?
try them out and see if they get crispy. That's what I do. I don't usually go the whole
I'm tossing
45, so just
Toss it around.
when we toss it around, you take it out, toss it around, put it back in there, but just take a few pieces out and then just let them sit on your counter and let them get cool, and then see if the shell hardens up on them.
Okay, well, anyways, guys, the
strains.
important thing is a couple things.
What?
This is
what are you talking about?
extremely oily.
Yeah.
Like your
Yeah.
fingers
Yeah.
are gonna be putting your fingers in there once or twice.
Yeah.
They're gonna shine. Please be careful with your clothes, sitting on a sofa, sitting on your couch, sitting in your
tip.
car. Those are things that sit down with a napkin. Joseph, wait.
That's a good tip.
I'm gonna punch you. Sit down with a napkin. Okay, guys? It's so good and it's so buttery, but your fingers
You can feel the shine on there.
it's so beautiful. Wait, come on, guys.
That's all
We're
it takes.
taking it, guys. We're
We can take-
taking.
We don't have to wait for the other batch. This stuff's ready to go. It breaks apart.
Yep.
Like the stuff that's stuck together still breaks apart.
Chink.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really good. Guys, thank you for hanging out. It's been about an hour, a little over an hour.
I would have left it in there a little bit longer, but she likes it kind of chewy.
And now we're at 13 minutes.
Well, go.
You
That's
guys,
party.
we're waiting for a tink. Are you
Oh,
just
no,
gonna
sorry.
eat it? Holy crap, you guys!
We're getting a piece.
Well, go ahead, everybody. Just do it at your own leisure. What's the tink for?
You don't even have one yet.
You're right, because
Get
I was
one.
waiting for everybody.
Get one. They're right there. They're so good.
Okay, guys, what I wanted to say is if you guys have any questions about the recipe, email us. I'm going to put it in the description. Joe's very persistent about the rules about how to cook it, but it does come out very, 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 very good. So if any part of the instructions that are sound confusing, email us. I'd rather you guys ask. Oh, look at how pretty it looks. If you guys like the recipe, if you guys could do us a favor and hit the like, share it with somebody you know. Please, if you're able to do something as far as Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, that's awesome. If you're able to share it with somebody on your page, on Facebook, with a couple of family members, copy the link and send it to some people. Anybody you're able to send it to, I would appreciate any way you can send it. Thank you, Liz. It's like tink, tink. Everybody saying tink. 'Cause you're- All right, guys.
All right,
Let's do it.
Tink them first.
We tink you
Tink
guys
everybody.
first.
Okay.
Tink. Tink, 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 tink. And then
Look at how pretty
tink,
it looks, guys.
Tink.
Tink.
Here you go, baby.
Tink.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. Oh, good. That's so good.
It does taste good, crunchy.
Crunchy.
Better than chewy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it sounds.
It's got a little bit of a chew to it, but it's still crunchy enough to.
Okay, guys. That's so rude. I'm sorry, guys.
But, yeah.
I just said it's gross and rude, and
You're doing
you
ASMR.
lean over to do it.
You're going to ASMR.
It's gross and rude for you, not for me.
Sorry,
good. I'm good with that.
We should all do it now.
when I come in August, I'm bringing the caramel corn with me.
Perfect.
But guys, I'm not gonna lie.
I'd pay for that right there.
Look at my fingers.
I will.
Yeah.
Don't sit down
Greasy.
or wear something nice and expect it's gonna be Okay? We are out of here, y'all. Be blessed. Take care. Thank you for coming in a late night. It's 12:17 where we're at, and we're probably gonna finish the whole bowl with their help.
In 1 minute. No.
Thank you guys for coming in. Paige, Queen, Liz, Commander, all my mods that are up in here. Everybody for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jonathan, thank you for coming in. Southern Girl, thank you guys. I saw somebody else who was new.
Me.
Show them the finished product.
Queen. Who's Queen?
Queen K.
Grandma.
Look at that.
Yeah, Grandma.
That's so good.
It's hard, you guys. Listen.
Crispy. That's at 250. You just gotta be patient. But you gotta keep checking it. Perfect. It's so good.
Paige, thank you for coming in. Grateful. All right, guys. We love you all. Have a blessed night. Do what you can as far as, I believe Commander put the link up there. If you're able to bless us, that's awesome. It's going to go back into the channel. So poor Joe, his birthday came and went. And anytime somebody gave him something, we did it for the channel. I don't know. We have fun here, guys. We have fun.
That's a good gift.
Showing you guys. Yeah, it's like you said, it's a good gift.
Yeah, we love doing this crap.
You guys, if you're able to hit the like on your way out, I love it. Otherwise, you guys all stay blessed. We'll see you guys. I'm making ceviche. I'm making shrimp ceviche. And Joe's making his apple pie. I'm making the ham salad that I told you guys about.
And we're going on a bike ride.
And ham salad, ceviche, apple fritters, round 2. That's it. Apple fritters round 2. The ham salad that, I don't know, just he eats it. Ceviche. And Joe's pie. Joe's homemade pie with homemade crust. And he's making his pie.
Yeah.
We're
That's a
nervous.
scary one.
In the oven.
But it's so good.
Oh yeah, it's time.
Thanks for reminding me, Chase.
Okay, we love you guys. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, say bye, guys.
Bye guys.
See you next time. On my birthday.
All right,
September
batch number
18th.
2.
Jonathan,
Nice
you're
and
one of
sticky.
us. Don't you worry.
Nice and sticky. Batch number 2. Coming through, baby.
Joe's pie is a show up. Oh my God, that's a literal picture of his. He makes it with the what's that thing you put on it, babe? You put a leaf on the top or something like that.
Oh yeah. I just cut out like
Commander, his pie is good. His
Best
pie's
apple
good.
pie you'll ever make. I guarantee it.
His pie is very good. I've had a lot of pies. We live in Michigan. You can get a pie everywhere you go. I've had a lot of pies. Joe did a really good. Well, it's a Better Homes and Garden from like 1981. But when we started dating, Joe ran across the recipe, and he said he's been making it ever since then.
I said, is that you?
Okay.
I like the video.
All right, guys, love you.
Bye.